My wife has been microdosing death. I knew something was up when my wife started smiling again. She's been happier than I've seen her in years, and I'll admit that my first thought was that she was having an affair. I wanted to confront her about it, but "you've been smiling too much" isn't exactly evidence. But then she started coming home with dirt under her fingernails, and I knew I had to speak up. Something funny was going on, and I was going to get to the bottom of it. I told my wife, "If there's anything you want to tell me, now's the time, because if I find out on my own, then I'm going to be very upset." She admitted everything. "You've been doing what?" I asked. "Burying myself alive," she smiled. "It's been life-changing. For 30 minutes at a time, once a week, every week for the past 3 months, my wife has been buried alive in a coffin. First, the adrenaline kicks in and you panic," she explained. "But afterwards, you feel completely at peace. All your problems seem so small once you've stared death in the face. You've got to try it." After a small back and forth, my wife somehow convinced me to try her little therapy. I mostly agreed because I wanted to catch her in a lie. When I came out of the ground and didn't feel any better, I'd make her confess the real reason she's been so happy lately. At 7:15, I entered the coffin. "Give me your phone," my wife demanded. "Why?" I asked. "It's gonna be dark down there." "Because I know you, and given the chance, you'll be on your phone the whole time you're down there. You have to actually pretend you're dead for it to work." I begrudgingly handed it over. "All right, I'm going to close you in." "Wait," I said, setting a 30-minute timer on my watch. "Okay, I'm ready." She shut the lid, and then I heard dirt sputtering across the coffin. The panic set in very quickly. I mean, real panic. I started pounding on the lid, begging to be let out, and howling into the empty darkness. Nothing worked, but soon the dread was replaced by a calm, just like my wife said. I was face to face with death, and every mistake I ever made played in front of me like a film. What the hell was I doing with my life? I've spent so little time actually enjoying being alive. I've grown old and bitter, and resentful of everything. I've become revolting. I mean, what kind of man gets suspicious of his own wife because she's happy? I'm only projecting because I'm the one who had an affair first. I started planning all the ways I was gonna do better, be better, when the alarm on my watch went off. "Time's up," I shouted. "Get me out of here." I heard nothing. "Hello," I called out again. "You can let me out now."